Hi there Internet people. This is the first video in a series about the Unity rendering pipelines. In this specific video we are going to be covering the setup of the Universal Render Pipeline, or URP for short. Following this, I'm also going to produce videos that will be covering post-processing, subjects such as obtaining a nice glow effect, and finally manipulating various aspects of this via scripts. Enough with the waffle, let's crack on. As of Unity 19.3, Unity provides three main render pipelines, but you can also create your own custom ones using the new render pipeline features. The supplied render pipelines are the standard built-in renderer. This is the standard pipeline used by Unity and is not specifically optimized. The Universal Render Pipeline, which has replaced the lightweight render pipeline, which is optimized for most scenarios including mobile game development. And finally the High Definition Render Pipeline, which is optimized for high fidelity graphics on devices such as high specification PCs and games consoles. For most projects, the Universal Render Pipeline will suffice unless you're looking to incorporate high fidelity graphics into your project. I won't cover the difference here, but I will leave links to some resources within the video descriptions below. So now we've covered what it is, let's get into Unity and take a look at how we set it up. On opening Unity Hub and starting a new project, you are presented with a number of template options. For Universal Render Pipeline, you would typically pick Universal Project Template to have a new project pre-configured with URP. However, what if you want to convert an existing project to URP? Well, that's what we will cover in this video. I will demonstrate this using a small project that I chose the 3D template to begin the project with. To demonstrate the conversion of using the built-in renderer to Universal Render Pipeline, I will first set up a small scene with some basic game objects and materials in place. Once our scene has been set up, the next step is to check and ensure we are not using lightweight render pipeline or post-processing packages from previously. To do this, open the Package Manager from the Window menu, change the view from All Packages to In Project, and as you can see in my project, the project does not have either the lightweight render pipeline or the post-processing packages in place. If in your project they are, use the uninstall button that will present itself when clicking on those packages within the Package Manager. Following this, we need to add the Universal Render Pipeline package by firstly setting our view back to all packages. Then we need to type in Universal into the search box to find the package. Once you have found the package, select the package in the left pane and click the Install button and wait. It may take some time to install the package, but once installed, there are a few further steps to be completed to tell Unity to start using this new render pipeline. The next step is to add the URP configuration asset to the Project Assets folder. To do this, right-click within your Project Asset folder or subfolder, select the Create option within the context menu followed by Rendering, then Universal Render Pipeline, and finally Pipeline Asset Forward Renderer. This will create a configuration asset file which you need to name appropriately, in my case URP. Note, a related second data asset will also be created. Now we have the configuration file, we need to tell Unity to use it for the render pipeline. To do this, go to the Edit menu and select Project Settings. In the Project Settings dialog, select Graphics in the left pane. Then under Scriptable Render Pipeline Settings, use a small browse icon and select the URP configuration file that we just created. Then exit the project settings. That's it, Unity is now using URP, but you'll note an issue on the screen. Yes, our game objects have turned magenta instead of the previously assigned colour of our materials. The reason for this is because the materials assigned to these game objects are using the wrong shader types. There is two approaches to fix this. One, we could create a new material using the correct shader type. Note here the correct type is Universal Render Pipeline Lit, but there are also other compatible types. Although this will work, Unity have provided a one-click solution that will address most, if not all, shader issues, and that can be found in the Edit menu. Open the Edit menu and go to Render Pipeline submenu and select URP, then upgrade project materials to Universal RP materials. Once you click the Proceed button on the presented dialog box, Unity will go through your materials and change the shader types to the correct ones. And that's it, Unity is now using the Universal Render Pipeline and the issues are fixed. In the next video, now that we have URP in use, I will be covering how to implement post-processing using the Universal Render Pipeline. This has changed since the lightweight render pipeline became URP and also differs to the built-in renderer. So don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to get notifications of when this video is released. If you have any questions, you can get in touch via Twitter or in the comments below. You can also regularly catch me over on Twitch streaming game development content and playing through games, including many indie dev games that are out there. Thank you for watching.